What's going on, everybody? We are in China Week, and today we are trying some blueberry gummy snacks. Now, I've had this sent to me from a good buddy of mine, Cole, from Cole's Snack Attack. And yeah, so I'm curious. Can't read anything on here, so I can't tell you anything besides the fact that it is a blueberry flavored thing. Here on the packaging, we've got a very lovely lady here. So she's smiling. It looks like she's having a good time. I guess that's from eating these. So let's hope that these snacks will bring a big smile on our face like it is bringing this lovely woman. So I guess she's some type of singer or whatever. She's got an anchor. I don't know if this is Chinese version of Popeye or whatever, the sailor woman. That is insane. The smell coming from these is just so like potent. It's a very weird kind of smell because it's like very fresh blueberry, but you could definitely tell it is not a fruit. Like it's a man, that is a different smell than I have ever experienced before in my life. It's a good smell, but it's somewhat like a cooling, refreshing smell mixed with blueberries and plastic, like fresh plastic. I like it. Anyways, I'll show you some of these, how they look. So here's what they look like. They're kind of in the shape of those enemies from like a Kirby game. You know what I mean? The little face on them, and they bounce back and forth. Anyways, here we go. This is blueberry flavored gummy snacks from China going in. A lot of resistance chewing on these. Not as easy to chew. I'm going to show you the date on here just so my eyes aren't deceiving me. It's October 3rd, 2024 is when these expire. We are currently in June 2024, so keep that in mind. Well, this reminds me of my childhood a little bit. And when I say that, nostalgia kind of paints the past with gold. Sometimes when you go back in time and you want to relive some of those golden days, you realize maybe they weren't as good as I remember them. Now, I've never tried these before in my life, but this brings back a nostalgic taste, and it harkens back to a time when my father would take me to this place called the Old Man's. That's what he would call it, the Old Man's. This old man owned this collector's shop, and we would go in there, and he had all these baseball cards. My dad's a baseball card collector. And the way I got into collecting Star Wars figures is the guy had a little case of the old loose Star Wars figures from the 1970s, 1980s. So that's what I would stare at, and I got fascinated, and that's how I got into Star Wars that way. Well, at the end of all of these trips, the old man would give me a pack of cards. And these were like these wax packs from like 1988, 1989 tops. You would open up these wax packs, and you get a stick of gum within the cards, you know. Now, granted, this was the mid-90s by then. So, I was 7, 8. You take the stick of gum, and you're like, oh, cool, candy, gum. And it just crumbles away in your mouth, and you gotta chew. You really gotta work to get this little hard piece of stick gum to turn into something that is actually like gum, that you could actually chew. And these sticks of gum would be coated in this powder Not necessarily like powder sugar, but it would be powder to where the gum wouldn't stick to the cards as they sat in the packs. And the taste of that powder is just like the powder that is on these right here. And not even that. Beyond that, when you bite into this, you get this taste of a collector shop, an old collector shop where you just smell old cardboard. Like, that's the vibe I am picking up from these. Along with this very faint, not even big effort of a blueberry taste. And, like, yeah, beyond that powder, you chew into these, and there is, yeah, that stick of old Topps wax pack bubblegum sticks, like, in here. Like, that's what they should name these, is old wax pack baseball card bubblegum flavored candies, you know? Because that's all I'm getting with this. I mean, the blueberry, sad attempt at that, but it is there slightly. The texture itself is almost like the gum. It has a lot of resistance, but you work your jaw a little bit, you'll get it, broken down. Much like you have to work to get that stick of gum to turn into actual gum. So, I don't know if that's what they were aiming for with this. I don't know what this woman is smiling about. Maybe it's harkening back to when her dad would take her to the old man's shop and, she would look at Star Wars figures too in the glass case. But these would be something that I would, even if I was in China and I saw these on the rack and they were 30 cents, I would probably be like, nah. If I wanted this, I'll just go get an old wax pack of Topps baseball cards and chew on the stick of gum in there. I have actually chewed on a stick of gum from one of those wax packs a couple years ago. It turned into nothing but powder. It just shattered into your mouth and turned into powder. I'll link the video to that down below. But as far as this, I'll give this a 2 out of 10. It gets 2 points for bringing me back to a nostalgic day, nostalgic time in my life. But besides that, I wouldn't recommend these. Pass on these. The other ones that came from China that had the little membrane and then like a chewier center or a creamier center, those are fire. Those are absolutely 10 out of 10s. But these, not so much. So, yeah. The Chinese gummy candy, I give a 2 out of 10 for the blueberry variety, this right here. And that is it for this cheat day review. As we are in China week, once again, I want to say thank you, Cole, for sending me all of these snacks. Even if some of them aren't winners, it's such a great gift to be able to experience these, even if they're not bangers. So, much appreciate to Cole at Cole Snack Attack. And that is it for this cheat day review. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And, yeah, that's about it. All right, DJ Glowing Ice, always wanting to remind you that it is okay to cheat every once in a while. All right, peace out.